Hey there, this is the second part for Google App Engine tutorial and is about importing the guestbook application into Eclipse. In the first part of the tutorial we just ran it from the compiled and ran it from the command line. In here we want to take a closer look to the application by installing into Eclipse. I suppose that many of you have Eclipse already, but what you have to make sure is that you have the version for Java EE developers. And in case you don't have or you don't have the right version, one way to find it easy in Google is just type Eclipse download and you will go directly to the right page. And in this page there's version for different operative systems, and the right operative system should be already chosen for you. In my case is Linux, and I'm going to download the 64-bit version. However, it's a quite bit big download, 227 megabytes, so I've already downloaded and installed it previously for you. And in here I have the running version of Eclipse. The installation is simply unpack the tar so that you can run the Eclipse executable file within the main folder of Eclipse. Once run, we are not ready yet to import directly the guestbook application, because to do that we need the Maven plugin, and so we can install the Maven plugin by going to help and then Eclipse Marketplace, and in there, once available, typing M2E. So here we type M2E, that stands for Maven 2 Eclipse, so it's the Maven 2 Eclipse integration. And here is the plugin, Maven integration for Eclipse is the last one in this case. I click in install, and in a little while I should be able to click next, accept the license, click finish, and here the download starts, and it will download all the components needed by this application, namely a bunch of jars files. And once the download is finished, it will ask me to reboot, or better to restart Eclipse, so that the changes can be applied. Here you go. It's asking to restart Eclipse, and this plugin should be available. Another plugin that is handy to install is the M2E WTP plugin, which is the component of the Maven 2E plugin that allows to deal with web projects. So once Eclipse is started, here we go, we can go again into help Eclipse Marketplace, and this time actually type again M2E, because it was in the same search results we view before. There is also M2E Eclipse WTP, but this is not directly installable. We can install the incubation version, which is works perfectly fine, and is the upcoming one anyway. So this is like an add-on to the Maven integration for Eclipse to have WTP support. That means web tool projects, so it's a part of Maven plugin to deal with web projects, as I said already. So these are the components that can be installed. You can deselect any that you are not interested into. It's quite small anyway, so we are going to install all the jars, and we accept the license as usual without reading it, and they're all free license anyway. We go to install the software. This again, this time asks me that there is unsigned content. That is not doesn't have digital signature. We don't have a choice to accept it anyway because it doesn't come with a signature. And now again, restarting Eclipse, we will have Eclipse with the needed plugins. So we should be able now to, once Eclipse is restart, we should be able to import the guestbook project. Good. Now that Eclipse has loaded, I can import the guestbook project. So I click on File menu, then Import, and existing Maven projects in this case is pre-selected because I've used it before. But in general, you just see a list like this, and the easy way to go there is just start typing Maven and then choose the option existing Maven project. Then I click on next, and then I can just choose the project, which is guestbook, and click finish. And after a second, Eclipse has imported the project. There are a few warnings in the problem view. I don't. The first one is about the project specifying to use Java 1.6 while we are running under a Java 1.7 environment. So we'll correct it briefly. And while the other warnings are not to worry, because here are some configuration file missing DTD or XML schema. It would be better if they had one, but not having one doesn't preclude anything about they still work, I mean. And then here is the usual missing serializable ID in the servlet. We don't care about this too. We won't use servlets directly later on. Now we just give a look to this guestbook project. So let's go to fix this one. Many times there is a quick fix. Let's see what does it suggest. It suggests to open the execution environment preference page. So it's a configuration in Eclipse. Instead, we don't take the advice. We want to solve the problem at the source. The source of this problem is the POM XML configuration. So I open the POM, which is Maven configuration. I go to the XML view directly, and I look for the Maven compiler plugin. And here is where the version for the JDK are specified. I move this to be Java 1.7, save the file, and now it should say that an error, yeah, the project configuration is not up to date with the POM XML. And even in this case, I can just do a quick fix. So right click quick fix, and in this case the suggestion is correct. Update project configuration, click finish. That would work. Alternatively, I can right click on guestbook, choose the Maven option that unfortunately is off screen. Anyway, I choose Maven and update project. So it opened a new dialog that is called update the Maven project, which I can't resize, and in it I just choose the OK. OK will update the Eclipse configuration to put it back in line with Maven configuration. Our warning is gone. Great. Right now, the first thing that I try is to take a look at the project. If I open Java resources, I see that there are two folders: main Java with two servlets, and test Java with two unit tests for the two servlets. So to run the unit test is just the usual way. So I just right click, run as off screen, and JUnit test. I choose the option JUnit test. The unit test run, and they pass. So that's great. If I want to open to take a look at this test, they mock with Mockito the HTTP server request and the response, and so they can basically call the servlet without starting Jetty environment that is used by Google App Engine.